Merry Christmas, everybody, or Christmas Eve as it may be, on a beautiful, blustery, rainy Southern California day. As promised, we're going to go ahead and be making the Birria Quesabirria tacos, the follow-up video to our world-renowned best Quesabirria tacos and Rancho Cucamonga we shot the other day. So the first thing is we got our beef here, the fat from our rendered fat from our Quesabirria. So we're just going to dip the tortillas in the fat, put them on the grill. Then we're going to flip them over after we get a little bit of browning done on the first side. So I try not to overload the grill with more than like 6 tacos at a time, just because anything more than that's a little hard to manage. I'm not a professional. I just play one on TV. But once we got all the shells on here, we'll wait a second, and then we're going to flip these over, and we're going to put the cheese in first, then the beef, fold them into tacos, and then just finish grilling them off until they're nice and crispy. So here we go. Got a nice little start on these. You don't want them too overdone on the first side, just because it makes it super hard to fold them. But you do want a little crisp, so that crisp carries through after you get the cheese in there. You'll notice that I got these hotel pans here, the Osaka cheese here, or Oaxaca, I guess, is the sitting in a hotel pan with some ice water underneath to keep the cheese nice and cold, so it makes it easy to spread out here. And then on the other side, we got the beef in another hotel pan, but it's got steam water underneath to kind of steam it to make it not stick to those pans. So we got the cheese on there. Now we're going to take our beef, and we're going to add about 2 ounces of beef to each of the tacos. And this is simply eyeing it. There's no scale here. Just kind of trying to do the best I can with what I got. But, you know, pretty good portion amount for the peeps here today. A little fat one on that one. Kind of working fast here because I know that those shells are starting to crisp up. And we're going to start back here with the first one that we put on here, because it needs to fold over. Kind of get everything in there nice and neat. Smash it down there. Ooh, that's a nice one right there, ladies and gents. Probably about 3.5 ounces of meat in that one. Lucky somebody. And I've got these gloves, have a heat-proof glove underneath it to make it easier to work with your hands. I've tried using the tongs only and the spatula, and it just doesn't work out well for me. I can't get the control I need. But I mean, these gloves aren't infinite. They do get hot at some point, but they're good for what we got. So for now, we just kind of chill out here and let these get nice and crispy on the first side. Takes about 60 seconds to get crispy, and then we're going to flip them over and rip them off. All right, hang tight, and we'll show you the other side here in just a second. All right, guys, we've been about 60 seconds, so we're going to go ahead and turn these over on the other side. You can kind of hear, I don't know if you can hear that, hopefully you can, nice and crispy. There's a point of crispy, and then there's a point of overdone, so we're trying to fight that line there. And so there's no rule that says you can only turn them once. You know, if one's a little crispy on one side and the other, just flip them back over. You see this nice cheese skirt right there? That's going to be super tasty when we get them out. So we'll show you these again here in about 60 seconds when we pull them off. Okay, we're about a minute on that second side here, so now we're going to just check and see where we're at. Let's listen here. Oh yeah, we're getting nice and crispy. So I think they just need another second or so on that other side just to continue to crisp up, but looking real good. Oh, that one's looking perfect, as is this one right here. Oh yeah, those two are about done here. Actually, those are definitely done, so we'll get those pulled off here. All right, so hang tight. We'll show you just a second dressing these up. All right, so now we got the tacos done. We're gonna dress them up. In my opinion, the best thing to put on them is just some onions and cilantro. So take our cooked tacos here, pop them open a little bit. I like a lot of onions, but do as you please. Some onions on there, a little bit of cilantro, and then a fresh squeeze of lime over the top of it, and you're good to go. So there you have it, everybody. Birria or Quesabirria tacos. Thanks so much for watching.